So guys, I'm actually quitting day trading, and it's probably not the content you actually thought, but yeah, trading is just not for me. I'm quitting. No, but in all seriousness, I'm switching to swing trading, and in this video I'm going to talk about how I'm actually making the switch, rather than just saying, okay, I'm going to swing trading. This is why. I'm going to actually say why I'm actually doing it, and also how I'm going to do it. So we're going to start with how, because a lot of people probably just skip that anyway. But the way I'm actually doing it is obviously backtesting. So the backtesting consists of going through multiple pairs, the same strategy I actually use currently. So it is a lot easier to actually see if it's profitable, because it's not like I'm learning a new strategy. The main thing I'm actually doing is obviously using the 4-hour time frame instead of just the 15-minute time frame. So that is the main difference, especially with different stop loss sizes, because it will have to be based on previous, obviously, structure. And I mainly do it based on imbalance with most of my stop losses for swing trading, and also testing different pairs. Because if I just swing traded on GU, I wouldn't really get any setups, or like not many over the year. And it can be quite frustrating, especially if I'm looking to pass prop firm challenges or make profit on multiple different accounts with different risk tolerances. So I am trading with a lot of different pairs, and I feel like the only way I can actually do this is because I've already mastered GU. GU 15-minute strategy, I'll probably still trade that on funded accounts. And even just this morning, my trade on GU 15-minute time frame hit take profit, which was a 1-to-3 risk to reward, which again is very, very good. And I'm not going to say that strategy is ever bad, because I'll still use it. I still use it to this day. But I am testing swing trading to maybe transition into the future solely to trading that. And I also have a personal account that I've put a few £1,000s into that I'm actually tracking, because I feel like when you're back testing, it's all good and everything, but it's not accurate, because how are you going to react based on live market candles? Will you be able to react the same as you were seeing fake candles with no money on the line? Probably not. So I'm actively trading live swing trading markets whilst also backtesting, because I want to see how I'm going to manage the positions. Obviously the take profits are going to be hundreds of pips instead of just 30 pips like I'm actually used to. So over the few days that the trades are usually open, how am I going to manage these positions? What makes the trades invalid? Is it the same as on the lower time frames? These are all things which I'm looking to find out actually whilst it's happening, rather than going back testing and trying to manage positions, which is very tricky because the candles are flicking through relatively quickly. But actually doing it live gives me kind of an accurate representation of what it will be like if I do take it onto a prop firm, or if I do take it onto my larger personal accounts. So it makes it more realistic, and it also means that it gives me time, because I'm still trading, I'm still making money. Obviously, if the strategy is profitable, the first week actually doing it, it returned 1.2%, which obviously most people would say, oh, 1.2% in a week, it's not great. But if this swing strategy makes me 3 to 5% per month, I'll be very, very happy with that, because the freedom that swing trading actually gives you is wonderful. I could do my analysis once or twice a week, and then all I have to do is just manage the positions after them. So on the 4-hour time frame, what I do on a Sunday night is I look and see, okay, are there any potential setups for the week? If there are, I'll just set an alert. It might take 4 days for that alert to get hit, and then the trade might not even be valid. But because it is on a lot of different pairs, ones I've actually selected that I've had previous luck with in the past, it does then make it a lot easier for me to actually pick the pairs to actually trade, pick the pairs to backtest, and then to take into live trading as well. And with swing trading on the high time frame, it allows you to trade through news. It allows you to trade through a spread hour, which I know a lot of people have actually been caught out with, especially on prop firms. The spread does widen a large amount, and if you're not aware of this, then you can get caught out relatively brutally and quickly. But with swing trading, the stop losses are 40, 50 pips. You're not going to be affected by a small news candle. You don't have to close before news, because you don't have the risk of crazy slippage, because you're using lower lot sizes, because the stop loss is 5 times as big, which obviously means the lot sizes are 5 times smaller than what they would usually be. So it is kind of good in that aspect. You know, the main reason, probably actually one of the main catalysts of me actually switching is the past few months I've received crazy slippage on my prop firm accounts. I'd be risking 2.5% on a trade and I'd lose 5.5%, 3% extra slippage when price never actually reached that point. And this won't happen on a larger account size whilst swing trading. Obviously, on a large account size, trading with large lots, small tight stop losses, and even when it's not around news, you can get a lot of slippage. If it's an extra 2 pips ahead of my stop loss, so a 10 pip stop loss, and maybe I get slipped by 2 pips, and I end up getting taken out and losing 12 pips, that's an extra 0.2% of my account gone. Whereas on a larger account size, 2 pips in relation to a 50 pip stop loss size, it's not really the end of the world. It's going to happen. So again, in that aspect, it is probably one of the main reasons, but the main reason is it's just easier to see setups as well. So you're not going to be confused about, okay, which imbalance to use, which breaker structure to use. When it breaks from the 4 hour, it's clear it's breaking. And I feel like because of the stop loss sizes as well, when you are wrong, it means you are completely wrong. So if you get stopped out, it means that you've got the direction completely wrong. It's not going to quickly tap you out and then drop. That rarely would happen in swing trading. So that is one of the main reasons as well. I know that constantly happens to a lot of people and they blame it on manipulation, or the markets are trying to get their stop loss. They know they've placed it there. If you believe that, then you need help. But that's for a different video. But the main reason why I actually think the swing trading is better is because if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. And if you're right, you catch hundreds of pips. And you don't have to really manage positions. You don't lose 2 trades in a day, 3 trades in a day because you're getting the bias wrong. That's not something that actually happens. So it would limit the trades I'm actually taking, because you can wait for higher probability setups because you don't want to be on the wrong side of the market. And it's hard to be on the wrong side of the market with the higher time frame, in my opinion. And what I've noticed is my win rate has actually increased. There are obviously going to be downsides, but I feel like for the most part, it is going to be a good switch. Mainly because it kind of fits my lifestyle better. I often preach about becoming a trader for freedom and not having to sit in front of the screens 10 hours a day. If you're growing other businesses like I'm actually doing currently, you are still going to be sat at the screens, but it is to grow a further business. It's to grow my income further. So obviously there are benefits to it. It also allows me to fund other businesses that I can then spend the majority of my day on. So there are positives, there are negatives, but yeah, those are the main reasons why I'm actually doing the switch. And if you are a swing trader, let me know in the comments. How have you found it? Maybe you've switched from day trading to swing trading. I would be interested to see what the people in the comments actually do. Do they scalp? Do they day trade, intraday? Do you swing trade, position trading? Be sure to let me know in the comments down below.